Hi there. So we are in the height of summer. It's early August here in Pennsylvania, and this is prime time for Bee Balm. Scientific name Monarda fistulosa. There is another species in our area called Monarda didyma. That is a scarlet or a fuchsia flower rather than these light pink or lavender flowers here. Some other common names for this plant are wild bergamot, Oswego tea, and basically it loves fields like what we're in right now. So dry, open, sunny fields. It's other species, the scarlet variety, is more apt to be deep in the woods, in the dark, in the damp, in the shade, by a stream or a spring. But this plant here is very, very prevalent throughout the Pennsylvania fields. So this is a mint, member of the mint family, and some identifying features of that. We have leaves in pairs, and then also a square stem. So if you were to roll the stem between your fingers, you'd feel 4 distinct edges. Also, it's irregular flowers, or it's tubular shaped flowers. These look somewhat like open mouths. And the pollinators really, really love these flowers, hence its name, Bee Balm. The hummingbirds as well really enjoy them. And these flowers too, on a side note, are edible. You can pluck a single flower or a floret. So this is the whole flowering head made up of multiple florets. You can pluck a floret, pop it in your mouth. It's going to have a minty taste. So another sign that this is indeed a member of the mint family. This is one of my favorite plants for the reason that it has so many uses. It's beautiful, it's abundant, and also highly aromatic, another trait of the mint family. So if we were to take one of these leaves, crush it up, give it a sniff, it is strongly, strongly aromatic. Gonna smell somewhat minty and lemony at the same time. No denying that aroma, and nothing else besides the scarlet bee balm that's going to have this aroma. Very distinctive. Its leaves are serrated or sharply toothed along the outer edge, and oftentimes when this plant is younger, it will have some red or pink in the veins throughout the leaves. Right now this has been in bloom for about a week and a half, 2 weeks here, so it's not at its quite strongest vitality, but we are still in a good time to harvest it. So to use this plant, you can use the flowering tops, the whole flowering head there, or the leaves. Both parts are going to be antiseptic, antifungal, antiviral, so excellent to fight a cold, a flu, also good for keeping sugar in balance, so say a candida overgrowth, very good as an antifungal that way. What you're going to do is you're going to steep these leaves and or the flowering tops in hot water for about 10 minutes. You can use either 1 flowering top to 1 cup of hot water, or just a small palmful of the leaves to 1 cup of hot water. Feel free to use both of those either or interchangeably. Also a diaphoretic, so going to be warming to the body. Also very good in making the body less hospitable to pathogens. So if you're fighting a cold or a flu, that's very helpful. Also, if you're a person who has cold fingers, cold toes, beneficial that way as well. Not so much a problem this time of year, obviously. What else can we say about Bee Balm? Also good as a carminative, so good for relieving gas. Pretty much all of the mints work that way.
And it was also used as a tea substitute in the Tea Party.
Yes, yes.
For the
So
Brits.
as Scott's reminding me, definitely has a history of use. During the Boston Tea Party, when the traditional black tea was not available, the colonists turned to Bee Balm. We're using this tea instead. And the Native Americans too use this plant.
Super cool.
So, not one for just the herbalists, one that was very much embraced by people for centuries. Also, these leaves can be dried or used fresh. Dice them up or crumble them up if they're dried. Excellent as a spice. You can use them like an oregano or thyme. They're going to have a similar flavor that way. So use them in your pasta sauces. Use them in your sandwiches. However you like, really. And these little flowers too hold up very well in batters. So say like a crepe batter or pancake batter, or sprinkled on salads. So lots of different ways in which you can use this plant. And the tea is delicious. So thank you for joining me here in this meadow in early August with Bee Balm. You are watching a video from the Botanical Hiker with Hike Local. That was Scott, you heard on the other side there.
Hi.
My better half and the other half of Hike Local. But if you'd like to get to know some more plants, go for a walk with us, check us out at facebook.com/hike local. Sorry, that's a long website name. Or you can also visit the blog www.thebotanicalhiker.blogspot.com.